Hi, I'm Joseph McClendon III, and I just want to take a couple minutes and boast and brag a little bit about Ignite AV. I've been speaking, and I speak a lot all over the world, and what's really important with getting my message out there is not just being able to have a clear sound, but more specifically have a clear sound, have the music and everything work on time right there. And Ignite AV, the guys there make it happen, and they make me look and sound good. So if you have the opportunity to work with them, make it happen and make your life magnificent.
Hi, I'm Dr. Joanna Martin from Shift Speaker Training, and we make our living from delivering really high quality events. Now, none of what we do in the world would be possible without an incredible support from an AV team. And here in the UK, the guys that we use are Ignite AV. Now, Sanj and his team are, without a doubt, one of the best that we've ever worked with. The thing that I love most about these guys is that when they're in communication, they're very much in communication. Everything they send to us is very transparent. There's no rubbish, there's no hidden costs or anything. They're straight down the line. And Sanj seems to be addicted to going the extra mile and throwing a little bit in and always making it even more than we asked for, which always makes me look fabulous, and I like that. Look, I highly recommend these guys. You can trust them. We trust them. I would trust Sanj and with my business and probably with my life as well. He's really friendly, easy to get along with, and if you need to make a good living from stage, if you need to make sales, if you need to look good, you need to sound good, you want to make a real impression on your audience, then Ignite AV are the guys, and trust whatever Sanj says. He's your guy.
Hi, my name's Andy Harrington. I just want to say some words about Ignite. This organisation is incredible in terms of the AV performance they give. They've just done my event. It's one of the best events I've ever done. They are so professional. The set looked absolutely amazing. The sound quality was great. They even managed to get the World Cup on large screens for me, even at lastminute.com. So it was absolutely fantastic. The guys are so professional. They're really flexible on price. It's always a great deal with those guys. If you think about having some AV done at your events, you must go no further than going with Ignite.
Hi, my name's David Kavanagh. I just want to leave a testimonial, or should I say an endorsement, for Ignite AV. You know, I live in Thailand. I'm from Australia, as you can tell by my accent, but I've travelled to England many times talking at events and attending events as an attendee as well. And I've always seen Ignite AV around. You know, they're either staging the event, supplying equipment for an event, they're staffing an event. And you know what? They know their stuff. They know it well. I don't even really need to talk about them because their stage presence talks for themselves. They set up, they don't hassle you, they turn up on time, they turn up on before time, they stay after time, they don't charge extra money for that. They really work in with you. If you've got a small budget, a large budget, whatever kind of size of venue, if it's a small school function, if it's a large auditorium, they will work in with you. You know, these guys and girls at Ignite AV are great. I would book them beyond a shadow of a doubt. I wouldn't even think of another company. Make sure you book them, and book them well and truly in advance. You know why? Because every other person just like you are booking them. So all I can say is book Ignite AV straight away, because they're exceptional and they're, how can I put it, they're better than value for money. That's all I can say.
Hey, my name is Dan Bradbury. I run large conferences and events and workshops in the coaching industry. I've used a lot of different AV companies, but I kept hearing about this company called Ignite. And whenever I heard about them, I only ever heard good things. And a few of my peers in the industry said, you've got to check out Ignite. So for my next event, I decided to take a risk. I moved away from my usual provider, who I was perfectly happy with, and decided to try out Ignite. And was I glad I did? They went above and beyond. I accidentally managed to forget the little clicker that all the speakers need to move their slides forward, and I couldn't find one, and Ignite immediately rushed out, got the problem handled. And the same with a couple of other little details. The true mark for me of a great AV company is if you don't notice them. The audience notices if microphones don't work when somebody tries to speak into them, or projectors don't work, or are misaligned, or the lights don't dim at the right times. And there was none of that. The event it was the smoothest event we've ever done from an AV point of view, and on top of going above and beyond, they were a fantastic price, great value for money. These guys really deliver. So if you're looking at your next event, you should definitely connect with the guys at Ignite. You'll be glad you did.
Hi, my name's Jason Bell, otherwise known, or more commonly known as the Juice Master. I put on events not only in the UK but all over the world, and one of the biggest struggles that I had for years genuinely was getting a decent kind of audio visual thing. You think it would be the easiest thing in the world, just getting a couple of screens, somebody who's good at putting the music in at the right time, videoing it, getting you on screen, making sure everything works. My experience prior to hiring Ignite was stressful, to say the least, genuinely. And there was always something that went wrong along the way, somewhere that instead of me concentrating on what I was going to do, which was the talk, and that's all I should concentrate on, I was worried about whether the right cables were there, how come the sound wasn't working, or how come one of the screens wasn't working. And those kind of things you don't need when you're putting on an event. And then somebody recommended Ignite, and when I thought, oh, I'll go out and just see what they're like, put my trust in them. And genuinely, an incredibly professional team, but moreover a caring team. It didn't just seem like a job to them. They turned up and they were incredibly professional from the moment they arrived to the moment that they left, and everything ran smoothly. It's a bit like if you're watching telly and you notice camera work, that means something's gone wrong. Normally you don't notice the cameraman. In a way, I didn't really notice the AV guys. That means that everything ran smoothly. So whenever I run an event in the UK and whenever I can persuade them to get their asses out of the country, I always go for Ignite, and hope you do too.
Hello, my name is Chris Farrell, and I'm a full-time internet marketer. I've recently been voted the #1 online internet marketing service, and as a result of that I'm doing lots of talks at the moment of my own and at various events around the world. And I'm absolutely delighted and honoured to be asked to record this quick testimonial for Ignite AV. There's a saying that the devil is in the detail, and doing events around the world, that is absolutely true. When you do public speaking events, it is the detail that makes a difference between a good event and a great event. And working with Ignite AV, I am absolutely blown away and bowled over by their attention to detail. Not only that, but the manner with which their staff conduct themselves as well. I remember talking at one event recently in London. I remember noticing one of the AV guys was just tweaking the level of the microphone and checking on the light level. Just these little things that, if they weren't there, make the world of difference in the public speaking arena. So I'm more than happy to throw my hat into the ring and give a nod of endorsement to Ignite AV. And if you are ever looking for some great guys who deliver great content and are just great fun to work with as well, Ignite AV are your boys and girls. Sorry, girls. But it's my pleasure to speak about them. My name is Chris Farrell. Talk to you again. Bye-bye.
Hello, my name's Simon Zucci. I'm a fairly well-known speaker in property investing, and I speak at a lot of events all around the country and around the world, in fact. And I see all different types of quality promotion and promoter and event. And I just come to an event this weekend with Joanna Martin, and I was really impressed by the AV company, which is Ignite AV. They helped Joanne give such a professional feel to the event. The music was spot on, the lights were great, the stage looked great, and it was all down to Ignite AV. So I'd highly recommend you using their services.
I'm Zach Litchfield. We're from SWAT Television, and we're a production company based in the UK. This weekend we got to work with Ignite AV, and the experience has been brilliant. The company's absolutely second to none, and we've worked with a lot of AV companies in the past, and there's always problems on jobs, and we always get a few little hiccups, and the best thing about them is the support structure that they have, the engineers that are on site, the equipment is fantastic, and we've honestly had no problems on this job. I've personally found it one of the best jobs that I've been on, and I would highly, highly recommend Ignite AV, and I'll definitely be using them in the future, and I really suggest you use them. Bring Ignite AV, get them on your next event, because I'm definitely going to be using them for everything I can, and I'm going to be recommending them any way I can. So I really look forward to a long working relationship with them.
My name is Ken Barnes. I represent Artists International. I was doing the MCing tonight, as I normally do. I've done it on a number of occasions. I must say today was a real pleasure. It was a pleasure for a number of reasons. One, the audience were fantastic, but I was able to communicate with the audience in a really effective way because of the sound and AV equipment. It was first class, second to none. The headset felt incredibly comfortable. In fact, I had a headache, but even though I had a headache, the way the headset was able to fit me, I was able to still maintain my posture and my composure on stage. And I must say, dealing with the technicians, any questions I had, they were able to answer my questions effectively and properly. So it was a real pleasurable experience on both counts. working with the audience, but also working with the individuals who made it possible by putting on the AV equipment. I'd recommend them. Highly professional, great guys, 100% 10 out of 10.
Hi, I'm Nick Griffin from Energy Events and I'm here to talk about Ignite AV. Sanj and his team, they are more than just a business, they're professionals. I've worked with a few people who they've just gone through the motions, but Ignite, this is a business and an AV business that will take your event to the next level. There's someone who's flexible, professional, full of ideas, and they get the job done. You don't need to be second guessed. You don't need to look over their shoulder. They will deliver it and that extra 10%. Ignite AV all the way. I would never choose anyone else. Thanks.
Hi, this is Simon Coulson from internetbusinessschool.com, and I'd just like to recommend that you get in contact with Ignite AV. Ignite AV have been doing all my AV for my events for the last few months now, and fantastic service, much better than the previous companies we were using, very competitive prices, so just get in contact with them right now and see what they can do for your event.
Hi, it's Viv from Yes I Can. I'm a speaker here at Dan's Super Conference, and I just got off stage and I just wanted to say how great Tony was about the technical support on the day. He mic'd me up, he helped me use my loud hailer, and he made sure the computer was set up right and we were all ready to go to speak, and I didn't have a problem speaking on stage. So as a public speaker, there's so many other things you want to worry about. You want to focus on the audience, you want to focus on your sales, you want to focus on your rapport. You don't need to be focusing on your AV equipment. And Sanj and Tony and the team here allow me to do that. Thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Harry Singer from the Youth Coaching Academy, and I have the absolute pleasure of sharing with you the passion, the impact of Ignite AV. Now at the Youth Coaching Academy we travel around the world and we do many events. 20 people up to 2,000 people, and you know what? At the events I get all the credit, our trainers get the credit, but I always know that AV is what creates the magic. And you know what? When I'm here in the UK and even parts of the world, if anybody asks me who would I use as AV, I would say Ignite. Why? Because not only do they understand what we're about, not only are they professional, to me, they have stealth. I don't even see them. I can say something and the magic comes with the sound. The screens, nothing. Have you ever been at an event where you're trying to click and it's not working for you? You know how painful that is? I've had that. But with Ignite AV, I don't get any of that. I can give you 100%. Me, Harry Singer from the Youth Coaching Academy, I would always choose Ignite AV.